All right, let's get to the High Hopes Jackie Baseball Report.
It's time for the High Hopes Jackie Baseball Report. Here's Jackie Baseball.
Lots to get to in the High Hopes Jackie Baseball Report, of course. First, sad news, Ryne Sandberg, former Phillies manager and former Phillies farmhand.
And Chicago Cubs, great, obviously.
Yes.
Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer. By the way, like a pretty ridiculous resume.
An incredible player.
Like 7-time Silver Slugger, 10-time All-Star, tons of Gold Gloves. But passed away at 65 yesterday, so that was a bummer to hear. Yeah. He was he will certainly not be remembered for his run as manager of the Philadelphia Phillies. I can tell you that. But as a player, and by the way, to everyone who happened to knew him, seemed to be a really great guy as well, but an amazing baseball player, and 65 years old. I mean,
that is incredibly sad.
Yeah, and it will Castellanos did almost hit a home run when they're middle of discussing it on the air.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't have the sound on. I was watching the game without the sound.
Because he hit the ball in the air. I was like, no.
Not today, Nick.
Not today, Nick.
Stop doing it, Nick.
But it was legitimately on the warning track.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh, come on.
Come on, Nick.
Not today.
Not today.
So that was a bummer to hear. Now, a couple things. So Jim Salisbury was on the morning show, had two interesting things about what he's hearing heading into the trade deadline. The first is about the prospects that might be moved.
Yeah, I do think the time is now. And I think they know that, and I think they're willing to part with multiples of high-level prospects. I mean, it's been a while around here since they've had this many good prospects at the top of their system. I don't think the system is really deep, but they have a handful of guys at the upper echelon, and they are willing to part with a few of those to get where they need to go. They know they need a strong bullpen arm at the back, somebody who's been there, done that, and get some strikeouts. They also know they need a bat. They're talking about both. They'd like to do both, but I do believe they'll do something aggressive on Thursday. I do believe the guys they're going to give up are going to make you stand up and take notice, and it's going to hurt a little bit.
Wow. Everybody keeps saying this, and I feel like we're being set up.
Yeah, I ain't buying it.
Yeah.
I'm buying it hook, line, and sinker.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, because I know you want it to happen, and so do I.
Well,
but I'm also... Is this like a defense mechanism?
Are you guarding yourself against,
yes.
being let down?
Being let down? I think I am. That's not me.
No, I know. But, I think they're going to make a big move.
I'll give you this. There's enough smoke that it certainly seems like they will try to. Will they get the deal done? I mean, it takes two to tangle.
I don't want try.
Yeah, no try.
I hear you. I'm just saying, what if their package isn't as big as someone else's?
So give the biggest package. I feel like we are being lulled to sleep on this, and everybody.
Well, you got to believe Painter is not. There isn't a player they're getting in return that would make them okay with moving Painter.
I don't know. I'd
be surprised.
I just everybody trades for somebody good at the deadline. Why can't it be us?
Yeah.
It's just why can't it be us? And this is coming at the time where, look, training camp is back. Phillies have lost a couple in a row. Nobody believes, and everybody's like, it's just not going to happen. It's we cannot let them off the hook and say that, well, we get it. Clase can't get traded, and maybe
Bautista's hurt,
and Suarez got hit on the hand.
Quick update on Suarez.
Yeah.
So he's out of the lineup today, but everything came back negative, and he's supposed to be in the lineup tomorrow.
Okay, all right.
So the trade is back on for Eugenio Suarez.
Well, I don't want that trade anyway, but I have this feeling that we are, maybe it's because it's the deadline we got last year, but we are going to go into this deadline with these high hopes, which have been dulled in the last couple of days, and we are going to wind up with some mid-level bat and some mid-level reliever, and I can hear the Dave Dombrowski press conference afterwards. We're really happy with these guys. We tried on some bigger things, and unfortunately, because there's not that many guys, and the market is just too expensive. The market won't be too expensive for the teams that traded for those players. And
unless no one moves.
But that's not what happened last year.
Yes.
When he said it was too expensive. That's why I keep coming back to, is somebody will make that trade.
Correct.
Somebody will make those trades. They have to be the ones that make those trades. We have Kyle Schwarber, no guarantee he's here next year. JT Realmuto, no guarantee he's here next year. Ranger Suarez, no guarantee he's here next year. 2027 baseball season, no guarantee it even happens, which, by the way, would have been Zach Wheeler's final season. Everybody getting a year older. Bryce Harper, year older. Aaron Nola, year older. Guys won't be here. This is it. I know this isn't the best. Last year they were better at this time. Mm-hmm. They weren't playing better now, but they had a better
funny,
record.
They're doing the same kind of thing. They are 500. They're 24-24 in their last 48 games, which is very similar to last year.
It's just like they have 2 fewer wins than the team with the most wins in the National League. Go get it.
Well, it's interesting. They're also only 2 games up on a playoff spot. It's a really
a tight race.
Tight race. So
Marlins playing all right baseball.
Yeah, I think they're still under 500, right?
They're 7 out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Oh, now the frisky Marlins?
No, I'm just saying they're a little frisky.
Okay.
Fish can't be frisky.
Yeah.
Yep. So, obviously, we would be disappointed if the Phillies did not go out and make a big move. According to Jim Salisbury, seems like some players in the locker room would be as well.
The players that I talked to, they want to see a move made. They want to see a move made. They'd like to see a bat come in. They'd like to see a big arm come in. They are watching this thing really closely, and there'll be some very disappointed veterans if there's not significant improvement made.
Well, that's good news for everybody.
Well, to me, it's good news as long as it happens. Because then if it doesn't happen, I wonder if those guys who want something to happen, and they're all looking around, thinking the same thing that I just said, by the way. They're all older, they don't know if they're going to be here, blah, 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 blah. And it doesn't happen. What happens to that clubhouse if it doesn't happen?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
And that's why I think a move's going to happen.
Yeah, I was going to say, God bless them. But they are sort of driven by what is going on in the clubhouse. So if that's what veterans have intimated to Dave Dombrowski, that they'd like to see him go get something done, not in the way that you go up there and you demand something be done, but if Bryce and Kyle Schwarber and Zach Wheeler is suggesting, hey, we need to go out there and we'd like to see something that'll help us out, that is a signal to me, to upstairs management, that the vets know that they are close and they just need a little push. And guess what? If you ain't trading nothing but minor leaguers, the vets don't give a damn about that.
Not even a little.
They can care less about that.
The future?
Yeah.
The next 8 years?
Yeah, the vets don't care about that.
They want a World Series.
Well, so what I think is interesting off of that is a couple things post-game last night that were interesting. One, Rob Thompson said he feels comfortable with Kyle Schwarber playing left field, which feels like, a one message
that
being
means
sent.
it's certainly a possibility.
But Bryce was also asked again about going to the outfield, and I thought this was really fascinating. He said, I played it for a long time. Obviously, I haven't been out there in a long time as well. If we did have that communication, obviously on days where Bohm or Eugenio Suarez don't play, he put Suarez.
He said that?
Yeah. Yeah, he said if Suarez doesn't play...
He really said that?
Yeah, he said I'd stick that first just for reps and things like that. I just don't want to lose first base, just the way I play over there, whatever. But he said that if Bohm or Suarez don't play, he'd like to play first base.
Somebody must have asked him about Suarez specifically in the question.
Maybe, but he was...
there's no way he just brought up Suarez.
He does listen.
Yeah.
Show sometimes.
But I feel like he
does listen sometimes.
I just wonder if the context of that question was, if they traded for somebody like Suarez, would you go to the outfield? I have to imagine that's what happened.
I just find it fascinating he said the name. Like he
I
said
was going to say,
name.
even with that, even if it was sort of a leading question, most players would have just avoided saying the other player's name.
Not Bryce.
Yeah.
Bryce has never avoided those things.
So that sounds like good news.
Can I tell you, Bryce is like, just ship Bohm out. Just send Bohm out. Just let the guy play third base.
Especially with saying to Sosa, like, we don't do that here after throwing a bat and helmet thing.
Yes.
Well, he didn't say that to Bohm.
Well, he's given up.
Well, and Thompson, I guess, before the game yesterday said with a smile, like, well, Bryce throws his bat too.
Yes.
Of course. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they all do the same thing when they're frustrated when they're not hitting.
They do. So some other quick things. Last night, Ken Rosenthal said that Stephen Kwan is drawing a ton of interest. Dodgers, Blue Jays, Phillies, Padres as the teams in on him. According to Noah Hiles, who is one of the biggest Pittsburgh guys, he's a Tigers, Rangers, and Phillies are among the teams in on David Bednar.
Yeah.
They are asking for a top 5 prospect. And then Jim Bowden, who I think is full of it, he said that the market is heating up for Helsley and the Twins relievers like all of a sudden. So it feels like something could happen there. And the Phillies have been linked to all of them.
Helsley Cardinals.
Helsley Cardinals, yes, and on an expiring deal.
Okay. Wow.
And then Duran and Jax are the big ones for the Twins.
Anything new on Luis Robert, who had himself a game last night?
Yeah, what'd you think?
I like the catch.
What about the flick of the wrist home run over right field?
Yeah, but
little lucky.
Carried a little bit.
Yeah, carried a little bit. Carried a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that stadium, but that looked like a damn pop-up.
Yes, yeah.
I believe the wind was blowing out to right.
Yes,
I'm not familiar with that stadium, but that looked like a pop-up.
Yeah, and the way that he stared at it, I was like, "Are you sure, buddy? You taking notes from our first baseman on watching fly balls out to the outfield?" How about hustle at the wrong time, Bryce yesterday?
Was not hustle at the wrong time.
Almost.
He was hunting. He was hunting too.
He was hunting too.
Yeah, he sniffed it out. Get that slugging percentage up.
That's what he's thinking about.
He is.
Probably is what he's thinking about.
Yeah,
We're almost.
He's looking at that 9 number.
We're almost at 270 as an average, 380 OBP and 500 slugging.
There he goes.
That's great.
Yeah,
It'll be 280 before the season's over.
For sure.
batting average, you think?
Yeah.